Hiya there and welcome to Trains, Planes and Automobiles. Right, what we'll be talking about today is the 1928 HMS Shropshire heavy cruiser. The HMS Shropshire, leader of a class of 4 heavy cruisers constructed for the Royal Navy during the later part of the 1920s and put into service in 1929. Designed in 1924, the London class, the other ships were London, Devonshire and Sussex, were essentially copies of the Kent class of 2 years earlier, but without the anti-torpedo bulges. Their finer lines gave them an extra knot at the same power. HMS Shropshire was constructed by a Beadmore. She was laid down on the 24th of February 1927, launched on the 5th of July 1928, and completed on the 12th of September 1929. She was transferred to the Royal Australian Navy in 1943 as a replacement for the HMS Canberra, which had sunk the previous August. Like her sisters, she survived the Second World War and was in fact the last survivor of the class, being sold for scrap in 1955. Sorry, that was the HMAS Canberra, not the HMS. Right, the choice for a 10,000 ton cruiser's main armament in interwar period was straightforward, and like the displacement was subject to control by the treaty. Shropshire was a heavy cruiser and so mounted 8 8-inch 203mm guns in twin turrets, 2 forward and 2 aft. She was very lightly protected with armour on her magazine side and turrets. The addition of a 3-inch thick belt to the class leader caused serious problems, and the experiment was not repeated. During the Second World War she received a considerable number of light AA guns. Some reports speak of 15 single 40mm Bofors, others of 21 20mm Oerlikons. Her 8 4-inch AA guns were also exchanged for 8 of the more modern pattern. She was a heavy cruiser. She had 4-shaft geared turbines producing 80,000 shp. She had a length of 192 metres or 630 feet, a beam of 20.1 metres or 60 feet. She had a 700 staff, a weight of 9,850 tonnes, a standard or 13,350 tonnes fully loaded. She had a speed of 32.5 knots. She had a range at 15 knots of 4,500 miles. The barrels of the Shropshire's Mark 8 8-inch 203mm guns were 50 calibers long and they weighed just over 17 tonnes each. They fired a 256 pound 116 kilo shell at a muzzle velocity of 2,805 feet per second, out to a maximum range of 30,650 yards, at an elevation of 45 degrees. They were only mounted aboard the Royal Navy's heavy cruisers. Some 17 ships, so relatively few, were produced. So that was a little bit of history and facts of the HMS Shropshire from 1928, which served in World War II. Thanks for listening and watching the pictures. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.